Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. If not a little deflated from yesterday, or quite a lot deflated from yesterday, but we haven't got it. We can't ruin our week until Sunday when we play Arsenal at the London Stadium. Can we get three in a row? Can we beat them 3 times this season? Let's see. It's well beyond the realms of possibility when it comes to West Ham. So it's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys, as per usual. 3 stories. One about us beating Arsenal, albeit the West Ham women, but they had a historic victory yesterday. And we'll talk about that. Some loan watches and also some academy news as well. Don't forget to check out the Academy show. It's all about the Academy. That'll be tonight around 6:30, going through all the Academy news. And we're sort of preluding it today, saying, okay, well then go and watch it later on. That's it. That's what they do, innit? It's a trailer, innit? That's what they call it. So let's get in and start talking about West Ham, shall we? Let's talk about our beloved West Ham. And as I said, 3 stories. Let's start off first, because I can't remember what one we got first. West Ham. Let's start with the West Ham women. They secured a historic first WSL win against the Arse yesterday. It was a fantastic game. Really good game. Obviously, one we were playing, it was I think it was 2:00, no, 1:00 kickoff, something like that. So it was playing during when we were doing the kickoff show. But they secured a 2-1 victory against the Gunners at the Chigwell Constructions Stadium on Sunday. Alicia Russo opened the scoring for the visitors just before half-time. They went 1-0 down, but the Hammers turned things around in the second half, thanks to Vivian Asay slotting in from the spot. And also Sissoko emphatically finishing to spark huge celebrations. You can see the pictures there, running to the touchline. Obviously, Arsenal started the brighter in front of a packed crowd at the Chigwell Construction Centre. And we had our chances, but the deadlock was broken just for half time. But then we came out fighting. The girls came out fighting, the ladies, and plenty of positives to build. I mean, we had a decent first half, to be fair, but the second half we sort of did switch on quite a bit, to be fair. This is a fantastic display, particularly going 2-1 up. They could have got 2-2, but we really showed some fantastic heart, which was brilliant to see, and to make sure we saw out the closing stages. An important 3 points for the West Ham women in the WSL, 2nd consecutive win, which is great as well. And then we have a little mini break, 5 points above Bristol City now, so the bottom club. So that's what we needed. Those 2 wins, beating, just got us a little bit sort of further up and went away from the relegation zone. So renewed optimism and energy going to the final months of the campaign. So Skinner's side did the job where the men's side couldn't. Elsewhere, let's talk about incomings. Obviously, transfer window is closed, but according to ex-WHU employee, he says that West Ham's coaching staff or academy staff is looking to bring in a new person, and we're going to be appointing a new head of recruitment for the club's academy. Obviously, we do the academy show later on. We're talking about, the success of the under-21s. A mixed bag, actually, over the week for the under-21s and the 18s. Under-21s, they got through to the next rounds of the Cup. Under-18s didn't, got knocked out by Arsenal again. Not Arsenal, Man City again. So there's as I said, there's a great crop of young lads coming through. There really is some really good players coming through. And obviously it's headed up the academy by Kenny Brown, former West Ham player, and the likes of Kevin Keane, Steve Potts are all involved. Obviously, Mark's Noble's very much involved in terms of the linchpin between, in essence, the first team squad and the academy in terms of that sort of, what do they call it, pathway. That's what he's sort of really involved in and spends a lot of time at the academy at Chadwell Heath particularly. And now the club are working on developing our recruitment for the academy. We've seen the likes of, obviously, Sean Moore, Patrick Kelly, Callum Marshall, amongst others, be brought into the academy. And we're going to be increasing that, hopefully. X said that West Ham have apparently appointed Ross Embleton from Colchester United as their new academy head of recruitment. The 42-year-old had a brief spell as Leighton Orient manager from the 2021 season and comes to the table with over 20 years experience in various coaching roles. He'll work his notice period at Colchester before joining the club. No official statement has been made by the club, by West Ham at the moment, surrounding the appointment, but it does seem to be, again, another direction the right way. Not, in terms of getting the youngsters in at the right age and building the academy from the from the bottom up. So transitioning pathway in these players who are coming through. As I said, Callum made his debut for West Brom yesterday on Saturday. We talk about that at the academy show. And the likes of Sean Moore scored twice in 2 games now. He's a good player. We bought from Cliftonville last summer, I think it was, wasn't it? So it seems to be going in the right direction in terms of the academy and sort of having a proper system in place and bringing someone like Robin as head of recruitment. So we've got recruitment to drive from the first team, although it didn't really work in the transfer window. But we've got recruitment within the academy, which is fantastic, as well as tying other players to long-term contracts. And finally, talking about loan watches and stuff. Obviously, we do a big bit for the academy show, talking about the academy players like Dan Chesters, Callum Marshall, Freddie Potts, Gideon, Heggie as well. Another great weekend for Heggie for his side, Den Bosch. But in terms of the first teamers, what have we got at the moment? Flynn Downs played the first 73 minutes for Southampton as they beat Rotherham 2-0 away. The visitors were 2-0 up at half-time. Goals from Bednarak and Adam Armstrong. So the visitors 2 up at half-time. As we said, they're currently second in the Championship, 1 point ahead of third place Leeds and 11 points, I believe, behind league leaders Leicester City. Next up for the Saints is a FA fourth round replay match at home against Watford on Tuesday. Tilo Kehrer here played the full 90 minutes as Monaco drew 1-1 with Le Havre at home. A Ben Yedder 63rd minute winner saw the home side take the lead before an own goal from another former West Ham linked player, Yusuf Fofana, 2 minutes afterwards. Took the draw to Le Havre. Monaco are currently 5th in League A, level on points with Lille in 4th. And next up is an away trip to FC Rouen in the last 16 of the French Cup on Thursday. Ben Rama didn't feature in the matchday squad for Lyon in their 1-0 home victory against Marseille. I don't know whether it is something. I don't think, because technically he would still be suspended if he was in the Premier League. I don't think they do carry over. So, obviously there was all the hoo-ha. I mean, technically he wasn't really registered really officially until late Friday, wasn't it, I believe? So that's probably a reason for that in terms of, the cut-off point for the weekend. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I looked at the Lyon side. They've got it's a real funny side, Lyon is now. They've got Duj Kaleta-Kar, former West Ham linked player. Ashley Maitland-Miles is playing there as well. Nemanja Matic, I believe. Gift Orban, who obviously we played against and we were linked with, and Ernest Nwama, who again we were linked with in terms of the right winger, the Ghanaian right winger. So it's a very strange side. And then obviously with someone like Ben Rama going into it as well, and hopefully he'll get some minutes next week, maybe. And that's it. That is your Hammers headlines for today. Short and sweet, just like me. Don't forget to check out the Academy show tonight, where we go through all the Academy, the 18s to 21s in terms of the latest news, the latest reviews in terms of the matches, and look ahead to the games they have coming up in the next week or so. If you want to win a West Ham signed shirt, our friends at Football Prizes have got a 23-24 squad shirt signed and framed, plus 22 instant win prizes. All you have to go is we'll put the link in the description, footballprizes.co.uk, and £3.95 a ticket. The competition ends on Friday at 7:30 is when it's drawn. And until next time, my friends, don't forget to take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, you bloody irons.